To win this Widowmaker Hill climb, we're going to do our darndest.
We're from Ojai, California. Drove all night to get here.
We're from Grants Pass, Oregon, about 865 miles.
Yeah, we came 2,200 miles for Widowmaker.
Yeah, Widowmaker.
Yeah. From New Jersey all the way out to Utah for the Widowmaker. Woo! Yeah!
It's 1980, and they've come from all over to get to this hill, and they have another 1,500 feet to go. 1,500 feet of near vertical sagebrush, dirt, rock, to reach the top of the Widowmaker Hill. Our competitor right now is 24-year-old Carrie Peterson from California. And there he goes on his 800cc Triumph, trying to get up this hill. He's made it further up the hill than anyone else, pioneering new territory. Carrie's getting a little out of shape here. He almost loses it, but he hangs on. He gained another 40 feet by hanging on right there. He's going to hit the mark at 864. More than half. Now Billy Harrison cranks his engine to life, ready to defend his title. At 270 pounds, Billy is literally the biggest threat to the mountain today. You can see the tension in Bill's face, more than we've seen in any other year. Bill Harrison ready to go. And there he goes with 1,600 cc's of Harley-Davidson running for the top. Billy is staying in the line that's been carved out by others that made their way up the hill. He won't try to cut a new line until he absolutely has to. He's like a 270-pound bull riding and holding onto this motorcycle against all the odds, against the hill. And off he goes. He gets off at the 1,235 foot marker, and the fans are elated. But the official word is Bill went out of bounds at 1,000 feet. So Bill Harrison will have to stand in there for second place. Starting off the second runs is Carrie Peterson on his Triumph 800. Carrie was the winner in 1974 in the 500cc class, but anything goes here. And Carrie is off. A strong start. Carrie hurt his right leg in the first run, but it looks as though he's in great shape now. Carrie is a cement foreman from Northern California, and he's using the upper body strength to hold that motorcycle straight on this hill. By far the most difficult part of this hill. And he makes it as he literally leaves a couple of photographers in the dust. Carrie Peterson is going to go all the way. And there is jubilation at the bottom, and his wife is extremely happy. The crowd is going wild, and Carrie's wife is a very happy lady right now. Let's take a look from the top. 1,500 feet with an 800-foot vertical climb, and Carrie Peterson has conquered it. Let's chat with him.
I knew I could do it once I got coming up there. The thing felt good, and my wife down below, she said, you got to do it, and she's been pumping me up all along, so I got to give the credit to her and my family and everybody else that helped me out.
For 18 years, they've come to the Widowmaker Hill. It's man and machine, horsepower, and the hill. some, there are moments of personal triumph. For others, it's disaster. 1981, and Butch Couture is getting ready. The lanyard you see is his safety device, a kill switch. If he comes off the bike, it'll pull out and shut the machine right off. And there Butch goes, making his run up the hill. This is the first run for Butch today. He discovered he had a crack in the engine case, and he didn't want to take chances at 2 runs. He waited until the path got a little smooth to make his run. Butch Couture past the 700-foot marker right now. Whoa, the bike gets away from him. There you can see why the lanyard is on him. It killed the engine as soon as it came loose. Keith Rossler digs in, coming up through the trench dug by so many bikes before him, and heads up the hill, going for 2 in a row above the 1,500-foot marker and over the top. Keith was fatigued badly after the first run, and he hasn't had much time to recover, but he is riding well. He's at the 700-foot marker right now, and the bike's slowing, and the back wheel is spinning. Can he do it again? No, he's off the bike. Keith Rossler takes a spill, but he's okay, and wins the Widowmaker Hill Climb. Here's Kerry Peterson on his way up to the top of the 1,500-foot run. The course itself has moved a little bit each year, and this year the trouble spot is between the 600 and the 700-foot marker. And Kerry just plows through without any problem. He gets a little bit loose, but he keeps on ripping. Kerry Peterson from Yorba Linda, California, just past the 1,100-foot marker, and he's heading for the top, the second man on the hill today. Up next is Butch Couture, 37 years old from Huntington Beach, California. Butch has done a lot of work on his experimental motorcycle. He started with a 750cc Yamaha motor, but put in a special frame with a car wheel on the back and supercharged it. You can see that he has to keep jockeying the throttle because the supercharger will over-rev the engine every time the back wheel comes off the ground. He's past the 700-foot mark. He may have too much horsepower, but he hangs in there. He's headed for the 1,000-foot mark, but kicks up a little line on the boundary. Is he out of there? At the start line, making final adjustments, is Vince Bertolucci. His father putting a rubber band around his right foot, his artificial leg, to secure it to the bike. Vince has been a competitor here for 10 years, since he was 14 years old. He won this event in 1978 and finished second overall in 1979. And he looks like he's got it together this year. Look at him go.
Right now, jam it!
There goes his foot, off the foot peg. He's got trouble now, past the 1,100-foot marker, trying to keep his balance, but he's down. 1,185 feet, which puts him in second place. Let's look at... Meanwhile, back to the starting line is Kerry Peterson, the reigning champ and the only one to make it over the top today. Kerry's got nothing to lose on this run, so he's going to go all out for the quicker time all the way to the top.
Right now,
He is really moving past the 700-foot mark. And right there's the grade in excess of 70 degrees. It's tough, but he's flying right through it. Kerry is going to make it to the top of the Widowmaker with the greatest of ease and also with a time of 36.174. 20 seconds better than his previous first run. And he said he was going to do it for the fans, and they got their money's worth. It's Widowmaker 1983, and at the start line is the king of the hill, Kerry Peterson, the 27-year-old concrete construction worker from Yorba Linda, California. They fire up his 1,500, 1,500cc Harley-Davidson, a big bike for a guy who won here just a year ago. In the 19 previous years of this event, only 4 men have made it over the top. Kerry is one of those elite 4, and he has been over 3 times. But this is a different portion of the hill, all new terrain, and the riders are not allowed to walk the course before the competition. Peterson has a tremendous momentum going as he nears the 900-foot marker. And there's the wall. Peterson flies over the wall like it's not even there. He should be able to make it to the top. Here he comes through the clock, and he made it. Kerry Peterson, once again, is first over the hill and wins the $1,000 prize that goes along with this accomplishment.
If he can do it, I can do it too. Good luck.
Thank you.
Confidence of a former winner, Keith Rossler, champion 2 years ago from San Jose, California, riding his 1,200cc Honda, takes off up the hill. Keith has excellent momentum going after rocketing off the start line. He'll need to keep that momentum to have any chance at all when he reaches the wall. Here he comes, up to the 900-foot marker. He's approaching the wall with plenty of speed. And then he leaps right over the wall just like Peterson, and he's got the horsepower he needs to get him up to the top. And Keith Rossler is second to make it to the top of the Widowmaker. Impressive back-to-back runs by Peterson and Rossler. And now it's Jim Brindo, a rider from Jamestown, Northern California, challenging the hill on his 1,500cc Harley-Davidson. Jim has the advantage of seeing where the other guys have gone before him. All he has to do is keep his motorcycle on the path, and he just might have a chance of going over the top. He has a good pace. He has a good pace going as he nears the wall. All right, and he jumps right over it. You can see just how windy it gets up there. He's headed for the top now, but he's really struggling to keep the bike moving. And Jim puts the electronic clock at 54 seconds flat. With the earlier failure of the time clock, Jim is now the man to beat. Our next challenger is another former champion and a great story of personal courage. Vince Bertolucci straddles his 1,000cc Triumph, and they're literally strapping him onto the motorcycle because of his artificial right leg. Vince is off to a terrific start. Approaching the 600-foot mark, Vince is working very hard, trying to stay on the bike and get up the hill. And here he comes. The back comes up. Now the front end. Both feet are off the pegs. The strap on his right foot is broken, and he is all over the place as he comes up over the wall. What a wild ride for Vince Bertolucci. He's trying to make it to the top. But Unfortunately, no way. Bertolucci in a lot of trouble as he stops at the 1,200-foot marker. A breathtaking run by Vince as we take a look at this again. And now this man, Kerry Peterson, no longer the leader because of the failure of the time clocks, is psyching himself up for his second run. He doesn't have the luxury of being out front this time. He must beat Jim Brindow's time of 54 seconds. Peterson is off and away with quickness never before seen on this hill. Look at him go! Kerry is going for it. Already past the 600-foot marker. He's nearing the 900-foot marker. Kerry Peterson challenging the hill one more time. One more trip over the wall as he pours the power back on. Those metal paddles clawing at the hill. He doesn't want to take any chances not being the fastest time to the top. And he's up and over the hill again. Now... And now it's Keith Rossler's turn. Keith has to at least duplicate Kerry's run to even have a chance. He's got to go quicker than Peterson's 38.5 seconds. He has the speed Peterson has off the start. Keith was exuding confidence after his first run. He is duplicating that run and making it even better now as he reaches the 900-foot mark. Rossler has been there before, and he knows what to expect. And there he goes, bouncing up and over the wall. Rossler hanging on, throwing dirt, rocks all over the hillside, keeping his feet on the foot pegs and hands on the handlebars, clawing his way to the top. And he's over the top at 43.40, which makes Kerry Peterson the winner. Kerry Peterson retains his title as King of the Widowmaker.